Today, let's explore some practical insights about your relationship, which is not working up to the level you would want it to.
One thing I've always wondered. Today I get fever or viral. Do I wait to get treatment till I've reached the ICU? No, right? I'll start to take medicines, consult a doctor, probably the best doctor, immediately, so that I do not lose even a single day to get well. But in relationships, we keep postponing. We think time will heal. We do not get help, and that is the mistake we make. In this video, you will get the right inputs on what you need to do to start treatment for your relationship immediately. Interested? Then you must watch this till the very end. Let's get started. So, what is emotional distance really?
Emotionally, distance is a low energy space. From the outside, you two are together, but from the deep inside, you feel so alone.
See what is going on as a thought pattern in either one of the partners could be, is love still there or is gone, disappeared? What about their interest in me? Am I really alone in this marriage? The priorities have shifted maybe. So watch for this thought process and the underlying emotions going on even in one partner.
The important truth here is the emotional distance may be actually protection or overwhelm, hurt, or maybe loss of safety.
What is protection? Our own brain is trying to protect us from unpleasant emotions, unpleasant behavior, or any kind of hurt.
The hidden pattern is one partner who pursues connection while the other partner wants space.
So, even if one partner is avoiding, they have entered into an unsafe zone and their mind is trying to protect them.
This avoidance by one partner causes more anxiousness in the other partner, and the cycle pattern repeats itself.
And that is what creates emotional distance. At the level of behavior, this is what it looks like.
One partner may feel very criticized or maybe controlled, disrespected.
Or overwhelmed or unsafe to open up because they feel that whenever I say something, then there'll be a reaction from the other end. They will not actually get me, they will not understand me, they will not really listen to me, which again feels like disrespect. And then the other partner starts to feel unimportant, insignificant, very low, sulking, feeling like a victim, not loved.
Yeah. When one partner needs space, the other interprets as like they're being abandoned. I'm not important. I'm not loved. Or maybe I'm all alone.
And this creates this negative cycle. Both partners start to play this cycle, and we must identify it.
Yeah. There are two personalities. One is an anxious personality, and the other is an avoidant personality. The avoidance of one person increases the anxiousness of the other person, and the cycle becomes intense and intense with each repeated communication.
Leading to distance, withdrawal, fears, anxiety, pressure, or constant complaining, constant pursuing, more fear, more distance, and this negative cycle continues. So the villain is the negative cycle, not your partner. That is the first thing to get really.
Here are simple do's and don'ts to break this negative cycle. One, do not chase connection. Be aware that this cycle is the enemy and not your partner, like Kishore already said.
So, what to become aware of? Look for the urge to repeat this cycle deep within you, or watch for the thought process that kickstarts this negative cycle in your mind. It's just your mind wanting to play the cycle again and again because it has become familiar territory. To break it like a habit breaking is difficult. The first thing to break something is to identify it. So identify the thought, identify the emotion, identify the urge within you to repeat the negative thought process, emotion, and cycle.
Avoid repeated questioning, comparisons, accusations, maybe testing love, or heavy conversations every day.
The need may be very strong to do this because of the conditioning or the pattern or the habit.
The real goal is to recreate emotional safety.
Now, this is very important because your mind will say otherwise. It is becoming desperate for reassurance, connection, whereas what is missing is the emotional safety. So, to bring your mind to focus on how to create emotional safety is the key.
Regulate your own fear first. What to do instead? Focus attention on yourself and not your partner. Don't let this lower energy state spread the whole household. Ask yourself, what am I making this distance mean?
This is very important because when one partner elevates his or her own energy, only from the elevated state can you actually approach to create safety for yourself as well as your partner and the whole home. From a downward spiral energy or emotion, you cannot create safety.
Let's separate the fact from the meaning. The fact is, my spouse is talking less these days. The meaning, they no longer love me. We have to separate out the fact from the meaning.
Why is this important? Because our brain is an interpretation, meaning making machine. Anything and everything we start to make a meaning. Until unless you separate out the meaning, you cannot regulate your own emotion and you can't bounce back into upward spiral of feelings, emotions, energy to be able to regulate yourself, to be able to address the relationship.
Approach with curiosity and an open heart. Say, I feel some distance and I want to understand what may be happening here.
Watch for blaming or accusation or complaint. These are negative forms of energy and will destroy your relationship even more rather than trying to create emotional safety.
Speak your need without blame. It's okay to have needs. Don't hesitate to be vulnerable. Gather courage and speak your truth about how you feel and how you want to feel.
Feeling vulnerable or becoming vulnerable is difficult because the brain is in survival mode, fight, flight, freeze. That comes very easy to the brain. Becoming vulnerable in this state and saying that how important connection is, how important closeness is, or why you so much want the warmth is difficult. But this is what is really needed.
Create small, safe moments consciously. Maybe having tea together, going for a walk. And it's very, very important to repair after a conflict.
Yeah, remember, you are trying to create safety, and as long as your focus is on recreating safety, you will avoid all kind of complaining, blaming. Those thoughts will arise in your mind, but you hold them. The lower energy will come, but you should be able to learn to change your energy. Look at what is good around you, what is really appreciative, maybe in your surroundings, and then come back to your partner to look at what is good in them. And that's how you rebuild safety and connection.
या कई बार ऐसे मन सोचता है कि कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होना ही नहीं चाहिए. So it's important to understand that conflict is a part of intimate relationships And it's important to have repair after each conflict. And after each repair, the bond gets stronger and stronger, and you get to understand more your partner. Wherever focus goes, energy flows. If the focus is on your partner, the whole energy is on your partner. So, the whole idea is to bring the focus back on yourself. Notice your part in the pattern. Do I criticize? Do I blame? Do I try to punish? Do I doubt my partner? Do I become sarcastic?
How do you create pressure or maybe punish emotionally yourself or everybody around you? There's this pattern, and watching this pattern, becoming aware of it, is the first step to breaking it.
If they still do not respond, be patient. Stay consistent.
This is very important because some relationships have undergone a lot of stress and trauma, and they take time to come back and respond to renewed safety. It's only possible when you stay consistent.
Focus on yourself and ask which value of mine is feeling threatened right now.
What meanings have I given to various behaviors, avoidance, aggression that has been there? And how did I react? We forget how rudely we behave when we are threatened. So remember that and try and build safety around it first before we expect anything from the other partner.
Emotional closeness returns through safety and not pressure.
And pressure actually comes from having lot of expectations. So always focus on what am I doing, what are my actions and behaviors communicating really. Are they communicating safety? Then your relationship is rebuilding, reconnecting, recuperating. Whereas if you are giving a lot of focus to your expectations in your mind, then you may be on the reverse side, going in the wrong direction.
When you understand the pattern beneath the distance, connection can begin again.
See, sometimes what we have suggested in these videos becomes easy to implement, but many times it is not because the deeper patterns are playing against you. So, whatever we recommend, if you're not able to actually do that, then there are deeper fears, deeper insecurities, voids which you need to address. The deeper trauma, when that will go away, you'll be able to rebuild any connection very, very strongly. For that, we always recommend that if you want to do deeper work, then reach out to us. We will block a one-to-one, understand first what you're going through and whether this is for you or not. And if you really liked our suggestions, then please do like, please do subscribe, please do share with a lot of people out there who are suffering and they don't need to suffer. They can actually rebuild their relationship. Thank you so much for watching this.
Thank you.